If you suffer from triskaidekaphobia, which of these are you afraid of? A, the number 13, B, salty crackers, or C, trucks? Kermit is a popular method used for communicating between computers. Was it named after A, Kermit Heffelwhite, the programmer who developed it, B, Kermit University in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, or C, a lovable green star of TV and movies? If I asked you to show me your philtrum, where would you point? A, your refrigerator, B, your face, or C, your car?
I knew that guy.
You knew who?
Phil Trum. He had an act. Phil Trum, the human drum. Used to smack his head like a drum for hours. It's a great act, but he gets these awful headaches. He can't see straight, he can't hear.
Well, why doesn't he stop?
What? And give up show business?
In Mongolia, many people have yurts. What do people do with their yurts? A, eat them frozen, B, take medicine to get rid of them, or C, live in them. Where would you find hydraulic forks? A, on motorcycles, B, on the space shuttle, or C, in computer printers?
The answer's D, next to Miss Piggy's dinner plate.
The answer is E, shoved up the nose of a hook-beaked geek.
Which of these has a girdle? A, a diamond, B, a sports car, or C,
Watch it, Frog.
C, mistletoe. Versions of this game include Mulligan, Shanghai, 51 in 5s, and Killer. Is the game A, pool, B, darts, or C, 42-man Ukrainian squamish? What is a quasi-hemi-demi semiquaver? Is it A, a musical note, B, a small earthquake, or C, the last 6 hairs a bald man combs across his head? Who'd be most likely to use a plectrum? A, a rock musician, B, a doctor, or C, a chef? Some people have dingbats on their computers. What's a dingbat? A decorative frame around the screen, B, a small drawing, or C, a simple computer game. If I gave you a jalaba, would you A, eat it, B, plant it, or C, wear it? Those disgusting white stringy things attached to the yolk of an egg are called A, protense, B, kulaisi, or C, Ferengi. What's so funny, Gonzo?
Well, Camilla just told me a chicken joke. You want to hear it?
Sure.
Okay, why did the chicken cross the playground?
Why did the chicken cross the playground? I give up.
To get to the other slide.
Do cats have belly buttons? A, yes they do, B, no they don't, or C, nobody knows for sure. Why would you use the Valsalva technique? A, to unclog your ears, B, to grow hair on your head, or C, to clean your Valsalva? What's the highest scoring word you can make in Scrabble? A, bazooka, B, quisling, or C, zwayback? How many times can a skunk fire off a smelly squirt before resting? A, just 1, B, 6 times, or C, more than 100? What animal lays the biggest eggs? Is it A, the ostrich, B, the platypus, or C, the whale?
It's the bear!
Yep, definitely the bear.
But bears don't lay eggs.
Of course they do!
Yeah, we've seen your act.
Which of the following was not a real person? A, Dr. Pepper, B, Sarah Lee, or C, Betty Crocker? In 1977, an actress won an Emmy Award for her appearance on our show. Was it A, Carol Burnett, B, Rita Moreno, or C, Ethel Merman?
We all know who it should have been. I've always suspected someone tampered with the ballots that year.
You mean something wasn't kosher with the voting?
That's what I call pork barrel politics.
Why don't you go play connect the dots with your liver spots or something?
Which of these is the name of a real constellation? Is it A, Pneumatica the air pump, B, Schwinnicus the bicycle, or C, Camilla the chicken? On your palm, between your lifeline and your heart line, is A, your laugh line, B, your headline, or C, your conga line?
Hey, Gonzo, Have you ever had your palm read?
No, it's always been this color.
Ah, that was a good one. Oh, can I use that?
How many cookies will the average American eat in a lifetime? Is it A, 1,000 cookies, B, 5,000 cookies, or C, 35,000 cookies?
Did you hear about the unhappy baby cookie?
Why would a baby cookie be unhappy?
'Cause his mom had been away for so long. Get it? A wafer? Wait for... Waka waka!
Since 1966, Michel Lotito has done something amazing with 10 bicycles, 6 chandeliers, and a computer. Did he A, juggle them, B, surf on them, or C, eat them? How fast do the fastest roller coasters travel? A, 20 miles an hour, B, 45 miles an hour, or C, 70 miles an hour?
My cousin Murray used to work as a roller coaster driver in Coney Island.
Was it a good job?
It had its ups and downs.
If someone gave you a Hamburg, would you A, put it on your head, B, plant it in your garden, or C, eat it?
The answer's D, all of the above.
Where is the world's largest shopping mall located? A, Beijing, China, B, Alberta, Canada, or C, Bloomington, Minnesota?
Moi prefers to shop at exclusive boutiques.
Yeah, like J.C. Porky's.
You're skating on thin ice, rat.
On October 6, 1991, 19,924 people got together to do something in Wellington, New Zealand. What did they do? A, tap dance, B, play the kazoo, or C, pick up garbage? In 1992, a terrible computer virus struck systems across the United States. Did it A, change all the file names to fake Swedish, B, insert the words Bunsen was here in files at random, or C, play Barry Manilow music?
I assure you I've never had anything to do with a computer virus. I did give an electric toaster a case of the sniffles once, but that was purely in the name of science. And I must say it had the most awful effect on the toast.
Our show is listed in the Guinness Book of World Records. What record does it hold? A, most chickens in a primetime TV show, B, most widely viewed program in the world, or C, most Emmy Awards for non-human performers? Where will you find ploods, agitrons, lucaflex, and blurgets? A, at a zoo, B, at a grocery store, or C, in a comic strip?
Sounds like Gonzo's family reunion to me.
Don't be ridiculous.
Sheesh, I'm sorry.
You should be. The Lucaflex aren't even blood relatives. And I haven't spoken to the Blurgets since that chickens in the hot tub incident at the last reunion.
What was the name of the world's first electronic computer? A, Colossus, B, Unicom, or C, Murray? Which of the following is a respected computer publication? A, Overbyte, B, Cousin Fred's Computer Digest, or C, Dr. Dobbs' Journal of Computer Calisthenics and Orthodontia? Which of these was the nickname of a popular home computer in the 1980s? A, the Trash 80, B, the Video Toaster, or C, Murray? In an 1840 naval battle, the Uruguayan Navy ran out of ammunition but won the battle anyway. What did they fire at the enemy? A, chickens, B, dirty laundry, or C, cheese?
Uruguay. Well, as they say, you go Uruguay and I'll go mine.
Which of these toys was originally used as a weapon? A, the pogo stick, B, the yo-yo, or C, the Etch-a-Sketch? If you had a Muppaphone, what would you do with it? A, make a call, B, bang it on the head with a small mallet, or C, ask your doctor to remove it? Who once joined Gonzo in a demonstration of the fine art of spoon hanging? A, comedian Milton Berle, B, actor John Cleese, or C, opera star Beverly Sills? The Village People had a hit song called In the Navy. Who performed that song on our show? A, a pack of Viking pigs, B, a school of fish in uniform, or C, the Village People? The August 1980 issue of Life magazine featured what presidential candidate? Was it A, Ronald Reagan, B, John Anderson, Or C. Miss Piggy? Dr. Francis Buckland, a famous British zoologist, liked to feed his guests unusual dishes. Which of these did Dr. Buckland serve for dinner? A. Pickled horse, B. Mosquito soup, or C. Chocolate-covered aardvark? Which of these is not a real computer language? A. COBOL, B. Slowball, or C. Snowball? Walter Carlos had a hit album of computer-generated music called Switched on Bach. Then Carlos made a big switch of his own. Did he A. become a professional kazoo player, B. become a shortstop for the Detroit Tigers, or C. become a woman? In 1994, billion-dollar Bill Gates, chairman of Microsoft, got married. Did he marry A. a rock singer, B. a marketing executive, or C. a computer programmer?
Billy got married? No wonder he doesn't call me anymore.
Commodore Grace Murray Hopper recorded the first actual case of a computer bug. What kind of bug was it? A. The word computer was misspelled, B. an electrical plug was pulled out, or C. a moth got into the machinery. The Museum of Modern Art in New York made a big mistake with a Matisse painting. What did they do with it? A. Threw it away in the garbage, B. hung it upside down for 47 days, or C. painted a do not enter sign over it. Who were the first people to use the cheer hip hip hooray? Was it A. Crusaders in the Middle Ages, B. beatniks in San Francisco, or C. rats on our show? Which of the following statements is true? A. Coffee beans are beans, B. Sweet potatoes are potatoes, or C. Peanuts are nuts? Which of these things was not included in the time capsule buried at New York's 1964 World's Fair? A. a bikini, B. a pack of cigarettes, or C. a picture of me? Which of these was included in the Guinness Book of Records as the world's toughest tongue twister? Oh boy. A. Rubber baby buggy bumpers, B. Twix six thick thumbs, sticks six thick sticks, or C. The six thick sheep sick. I want to talk to the guy who wrote this question after the show. When the Bulgarian Customs Service was having trouble stopping smugglers, what did they do about it? A. Bring in drug-sniffing pigs, B. Have their officers trained in ESP, or C. Have everyone take off their clothes before entering the country? A new word, bushusuru, entered the Japanese language in honor of former President George Bush. What does bushusuru mean? A. a well-dressed American, B. a politician who isn't re-elected, or C. to throw up? What can't you do with your eyes open? A. Sing a high C, B. Sneeze, or C. Peel a rutabaga?
We know the answer.
Yeah, it's watch the Muppet CD-ROM. Can't do that with your eyes open.
It's just too painful.
How did the Brooklyn Dodgers get their name? A. The players had to dodge stuff that the fans threw at them, B. Most of the players were draft dodgers, or C. People who live in Brooklyn were nicknamed trolley dodgers? What does Milton Berle call Statler and Waldorf? A. Starsky and Crutch, B. The Old Man and the Senile, or C. Marriott and Motel 6? I've done some live remotes from a distant planet. What was the name of the planet? A. Farquhar, B. Kuzbane, or C. Nimrod? Rudolf Nureyev once danced a ballet on our show, or at least he tried to. What was the name of that ballet? A. The Gutcracker, B. A Midsummer Night's Scream, or C. Swine Lake? New Zealand is an unusual performer, and that's really saying something. Does he A. swallow swordfish, B. throw boomerang fish, or C. juggle cats? When Jean Stapleton was a guest on our show, she played an unusual musical instrument. Was it A. the explodophone, B. the slide trombone, or C. the kazoom? Gonzo once told one of our guest stars that if your nose weren't so small, you'd probably be a big star like me. Who was he talking to? A. Jimmy Durante, B. Bob Hope, or C. Richard Nixon? Which of these acts did Gonzo perform? A. Yodeling Rimsky-Korsakov while riding a motorized pogo stick, B. Balancing on his nose while performing a puppet show with his feet, Or C, swimming the backstroke through a pool filled with lime jello and frankfurter chunks? When Sylvester Stallone appeared on our show, did he appear as A, a Roman gladiator, B, a circus ringmaster, or C, Mae West? Which of these acts never appeared on our show? A, Bobby Benson's Baby Band, B, a group of samurai warriors singing Oklahoma, or was it C, Pearl Overon and her tap dancing tomatoes? Which of these foods doesn't have an egg in it? A, eggnog, B, egg cream, or C, egg foo young? Ashrita Furman got his name into the record books by doing something 177,737 times. Was it A, bouncing on a pogo stick, B, chewing a single stick of gum, or C, shouting, "Please put me in the record book, please, pretty please"? What was the name of the band on our show? A, Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem, B, Dr. Teeth and the Rampant Decay, or C, Floyd and the Noids? Everybody knows the expression, but who was the real McCoy? A, a farmer, B, a boxing champion, or C, the doctor on Star Trek? Who is the Caesar salad named after? A, Julius Caesar the Roman Emperor, B, Cesar Gardini, a Mexican restaurant owner, or C, Cesar Romero, the movie actor? What was the first American television series to film an episode in China? A, Meet the Press, B, Sesame Street, or C, The Love Boat? The annual frog jumping contest in Calaveras County is famous, but that's not the only event held there. What else do they do with frogs? A, kiss them, B, toss them, or C, dress them in silly costumes? No wisecracks. Which of these is a proven difference between men and women? A, women have one more rib than men, B, women's hair grows faster than men's, or C, women have better memories than men?
You forgot one, Kermit.
What's that, Miss Piggy?
Women don't have a problem committing to a relationship, unlike some males I could mention, who lure a girl into giving her heart and then toss her aside like an old muckluck.
An old muckluck?
It is not polite to interrupt a girl when she's laying bare her very soul.
Why don't you just leave the souls of your mucklucks alone till later and move along with the game? Which of the following is illegal in Reykjavik, Iceland? A, owning a dog, B, reporting flying saucer sightings, or C, selling mushrooms without a license? Which of these is illegal in the state of Arizona? A, decorating a cactus, B, kissing a school teacher, or C, hunting camels?
You know, my cousin got in trouble in Arizona. Yeah, they threw him in jail, but now he just keeps asking me to send him chocolate.
Well, why would he want chocolate in jail?
Well, he figures if he eats enough chocolate, he'll break out.
The law requires every Kentucky citizen to do something once a year. What is it? A, go to church, B, take a bath, or C, sing a state anthem. There's a very unusual lake in Sri Lanka. What's so strange about it? A, the water is orange, B, it's called Lake Fozzie, or C, it sings. Which of these contests is held every year in Montpelier, Vermont? A, the International Moose Calling Contest, B, the Rotten Sneaker Contest, or C, the Miss Piggy Lookalike Contest? Which of these contests is held in Saskatchewan? A, chicken chariot races, B, a rubber band shooting competition, or C, the National Coyote Wrestling Championship? Calvin Graham won the Medal of Honor and the Bronze Star for fighting at the Battle of Guadalcanal in 1942. What was strange about that? A, Calvin was a German Shepherd, B, Calvin was back home in Memphis during the battle, or C, Calvin was only 12 years old at the time? Only one kind of animal other than humans can get a sunburn. Is it A, monkeys, B, pigs, or C, hippos? Only one kind of animal in the world is colored purple. Is it A, a pygmy hamster, B, the Grinch, or C, the blessbok?
Yo, Kerm, is it the animal formerly known as Prince?
Sorry, Clifford, I hate to purple rain on your parade, but that's not one of the choices.
Too bad.
What is Maryland's official state sport? A, table hockey, B, mud wrestling, or C, Jousting. In the famous Abbott and Costello baseball routine, what was the only position not included? A. Right field, B. Pitcher, or C. Catcher?
I don't know.
No, he was the third baseman.
What?
Second base. The bear is on a roll.
Larry Walters got in trouble with the government for flying in an unusual aircraft. What was it? A glider made of dollar bills, B, a plane with a rubber band motor, or C, a lawn chair tied to helium-filled balloons. A company in Chicago was hired by a car manufacturer to create a special scent. What was this scent supposed to do? A, make used cars smell new, B, make plastic seats smell like leather, or C, make car salesmen smell honest. What's so unusual about elephants? A, they can't swim, B, they can't jump, or C, they have terrible memories. What does a spermologist do? A, studies sperm whales, B, collects trivia, or C, we can't really talk about it here. Which of these will bounce the highest? A rubber ball, B, a glass ball, or C, a steel ball? When they have a bullfight in the Philippines, what happens? A man fights a bull, B, a bull fights another bull, or C, two guys strap on bull horns and duke out. Mel Blanc became famous as the cartoon voice of Bugs Bunny. That's kind of funny because A, his nickname as a kid was Bugs, B, he was allergic to carrots, or C, he studied for 12 years with the Royal Shakespeare Company. Which language has the greatest number of words? A, English, B, German, or C, Chinese? Richard and Carol Roble set a record by doing something together 52 times. What was it? A, having a child, B, getting married, or C, winning a mail-order sweepstakes. The biggest one ever built stood 76 feet tall. The biggest what? A, snowman, B, birthday card, or C, stack of unwashed dishes. An Idaho high school student set a record by building something 14.5 feet tall. What did he build? A sandwich, B, a house of cards, or C, a stereo speaker? Which one of these is not a real museum? A, the Nut Museum in Old Lyme, Connecticut, B, the Tupperware Museum in Kissimmee, Florida, or C, the Outhouse Museum in Walla Walla, Washington? 90% of these who have ever lived are alive today. Is it 90% of A, scientists, B, government employees, or C, talking frogs? What was so unusual about the way Ralph De Palma won the Indianapolis 500 auto race in 1915? A, he pushed his car across the finish line, B, he didn't have a driver's license, or C, his car had a steam engine.
I once had a car with a wooden engine, wooden tires, and wooden seats.
Did you like it?
Nope, it wouldn't go.
What's used to flavor a Chinese dish called bird's nest soup? A, eggs, B, straw, or C, bird's nests? What do honeybees and snakes have in common? A, they have no legs, B, they have no ears, or C, they made trouble in the Garden of Eden? The Houston Zoo had an unusual coral snake display. What was so unusual about it? A, the snake understood sign language, B, the snake knew how to sing, or C, the snake was made of rubber? Which of these shows have I never hosted? A, The Tonight Show, B, Larry King Live, or C, Masterpiece Theater? Where would you look for aglets? A, at the end of your shoelaces, B, in an eagle's nest, or C, on your computer keyboard? In 1977, Phil Smith and Tony Tuthill set a new world's record. What was the record for? A, balancing jello on your head, B, sucking molasses through a straw, or C, putting ferrets down your pants? In 1943, the United States Army Air Corps invested $2 million to develop a new weapon. What was it? A, the battery-powered slingshot, B, the watermelon grenade, or C, the bat bomb? What's the motto of the U.S. Postal Service? A, neither snow nor rain nor heat nor gloom of night stays these couriers from the swift completion of their appointed rounds. B, certainty, security, and celerity, Or C, the post office always gets its mailman?
Or D, don't get me disgruntled and nobody gets hurt.
What can you do with the inside of a banana peel? A, shine your shoes. B, make insect repellent. Or C, predict a rainstorm? What were San Diego's football team, the Chargers, named after? A, charging bulls. B, battery chargers. Or C, credit card charges? What do the letters M and M in M&M's candy stand for? A, melts in your mouth. B, Minneapolis and Minnesota. Or C, Mars and Murray? Where would you find a dog's hock, pastern, and stifle? A, on its leg. B, on its face. Or C, in its feeding bowl?
You know, Kermit, I once had a cousin who thought he was a dog.
Oh, that's terrible. Did you take him to a psychiatrist?
Oh, we couldn't. He wasn't allowed up on the couch.
Scooter's rich uncle owns the Muppet Theater. What's his name? A, J.P. Gross. B, Nelson Fellarocker. Or C, H. Ross Cousteau? What do coin collectors call the heads side of a coin? A, the inverse. B, the obverse. Or C, the preverse?
This game is going from bad to verse. Ho, ho.
You know there, Kermit, a cousin of mine had to go to the hospital when he swallowed a roll of quarters.
He swallowed a roll of quarters? How's he doing?
The doctors say there's no change yet. Bada boom.